Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be swatching my favorite liquid lipsticks. They are from the brand Dose of Colors. I have a few of them, I have 4. So these ones right here. And I actually also have a lip gloss from them. It looks like that. So I'm going to be swatching this one as well. So if you'd like to see my swatches and hear a review on my favorite liquid lipsticks, obviously I really like them, then please keep watching. So just a little bit about the actual formula of these lipsticks. I find the formula to be very liquidy, but also at the same time it's not too liquidy to the point where it's gonna just, slide off your lips or be difficult to apply. I also find that these do not dry my lips out too much. I would say that they dry my lips out about as much as just a regular matte lipstick, just a traditional lipstick. Like for example, the matte lipsticks from MAC as an example. I don't find them to be overly drying, but I do apply a bit of a lip balm underneath just to make sure that they don't dry my lips out terribly. This is one of the only formulas that I can wear 2 days in a row and I don't feel like my lips are really crusty and they don't start to flake or anything like that. So that's something I really enjoy about this liquid lipstick. They do ship to Canada, but shipping is pretty expensive. So if you can bundle with a friend or something like that, definitely look into that, because I know that I paid, I think it was $9 or $10 for shipping, which is ridiculously expensive given that I only bought 2 liquid lipsticks. It is my favorite formula, as I mentioned. I have tried the Sephora liquid lipsticks. I've also tried the Kat Von D one and the Stila liquid lipstick, Ofra, and the NYX soft matte lip creams. And I would have to say that this is by far my favorite. In terms of the actual packaging itself, the liquid lipsticks come in this sort of packaging. So it's very small and sleek, and I think it looks very, very classy and elegant. The tube itself is kind of like a translucent type of a tube, where the lip gloss, on the other hand, is kind of like shinier. So if you look at them side by side, you can really see that the lipstick, which is this one, has kind of like almost like a matte finish, where the gloss has like a glossy finish. So yeah, I'm gonna move on to the swatches next. Just so you know, I'm actually not very good at applying liquid lipsticks without a lip liner because I find it to be very messy. So I almost never wear a liquid lipstick unless I'm wearing a lip liner underneath. And I'll usually line my entire lip and then fill it in and then go on with the liquid lipstick. So for me, I am going to be swatching today with the lip liner underneath. And just so you are aware, all but one of the lip liners is significantly darker than the actual lipstick itself. And I'll tell you why in a second. But all the other ones, they don't really change the color of the liquid lipstick. So if you were to wear the liquid lipstick on its own, you wouldn't notice like a significant difference, except for one of them. So I might as well get that one out of the way first. So the first shade I'm gonna swatch is actually the newest one to my collection. It's this one right here, and it is the shade Supernatural. And I use the lip liner called Spice from MAC in order to line my lips. And the reason for this is this lip liner is a lot darker than this liquid lipstick. When I wear this on its own, I've only worn it once on its own and it did not look good at all. It literally looks like my skin tone. It blends in like almost perfectly. So I like to line my lips with this lip liner so that it doesn't look so like concealer lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the lip liner first. Okay, so this is what the lip liner looks on its own without the liquid lipstick. And you have 2 options if you have like a liquid lipstick or a lipstick that's a little too light for your skin tone. You could always darken it up by using a darker lip liner, or you can mix it in with a darker lipstick, obviously. But you could also change the actual undertone of the liquid lipstick by adding something that's, in this case, more peachy. Like this lip liner is Spice from MAC and it's pretty peachy and brown. So when I go over it with this liquid lipstick, it's going to make it look more peachy and more what I had envisioned in my head when I bought this lipstick. So I'm gonna go ahead now and apply the liquid lipstick. So here's what it looks like on my lips. I'm gonna let it dry down a bit, but in the meantime, here is what it looks like swatched. What I do if I find like it's still looking a little, you know, zombie-ish, I'll take my lip liner again and just let it dry down a little bit. And then I'll just go over the edges very, very, very lightly with the lip liner. The next color that I'm going to swatch is the shade Stone. So it looks like this. And this is kind of like a pinky mauve sort of a shade. This one as well is a little too light for my skin tone. So I do like to add a little bit of a darker lip liner. So you have two options in this case. Sometimes I use Soar from MAC, but I've also used Whirl from MAC. I would say Whirl is more closer in shade to Stone, but like I said, because I have a very warm undertone to my skin, I like to warm it up a tiny bit. So I'm gonna actually swatch Soar with the shade Stone. This is what it looks like on my hand. Like I said, just a very mauve-y, slightly purpley, pinky sort of a shade. So one thing I didn't mention while I let this dry down is that these are extremely pigmented. Like you probably just need one swipe for your top lip, one swipe for your bottom lip, and you're done. They are not patchy at all, and like I said, they last a very long time on the lip. So this one here is Stone. Next shade I'm going to swatch is the shade Truffle. It looks like this. Now Truffle is sort of like a brownie peach, but it's a lot darker than Supernatural. So if you look at them side by side, this is what they look like side by side. As you can see, Truffle is a lot darker, and Truffle is a lot more wearable on my skin tone. I would say it's got a little more brown than peach. So I'm gonna actually apply Stripdown from MAC. That's the one I typically use with Truffle. So this one is Truffle. Last but not least, for the liquid lipsticks is the shade Brick. It looks like this. It's a reddish, brownish, burgundy sort of shade. If I were to describe it in one word, it would definitely be burgundy. And Brick is really nice. It's not too dark, I would say. It's definitely more brown than red, but it's not super dark. So I usually pair that one with Burgundy from MAC. And this one is pretty much almost identical to the actual liquid lipstick itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with it. Last but not least, I'm going to be swatching the gloss. So the gloss is interesting because to me, the formula of the gloss is sort of like a runnier version of a regular lipstick. So not a matte liquid lipstick, not a matte lipstick, but a runnier version of a traditional creamy lipstick. And it is in the shade Rosé. It's sort of like a purpley mauvey shade, and it looks very glossy here, but on the lips I don't find it to be that glossy. I usually pair it with the lip liner, where is it? Whirl from MAC. So I'm gonna put that on and show you what it looks like. This one you can definitely wear on its own, but it's not gonna stay on your lips if you do that because it is such a slippery formula. Hey guys, sorry, the end of the video got cut off for some reason, and so I'm refilming it. That's why my makeup looks completely different. So the last color I'm going to swatch is the lip gloss. It looks like this, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. It is in the shade Rosé. As you can see, the shade is extremely pigmented, which is one thing that I kind of don't really like in this lip gloss, but it's very pigmented, it's very soft on the lips, and I think that it looks beautiful. So this is what it looks like. And that is it, you guys. That is my swatches and my review on my entire Dose of Colors collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see a makeup tutorial on this look right here, the lip is going to be kind of different, but this is my bold Valentine's Day makeup look, which is going to be coming up after this video. So definitely check that one out. And if you have any video suggestions, please leave it in the comment section down below. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!